500 entries. So go ahead.
That's Kyle.
It is Kyle. Kyle Larson it was announced that he's going to run the Indy 500 for Rick Hendrick and Aaron McLaren SP.
It's not SP.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not SP anymore, is it? In 2024. So they're definitely early to the party. But yeah, interesting enough, it's going to be sponsored by HendrickCars.com. I really hope it's just the Ricky Hendrick scheme on an Indy car. I think that would be hilarious. Yeah, so
I'm hoping for an orange variant of the HendrickCars.com car. That's what I'm hoping for.
I think you're going to be disappointed. Seth, this is your boy. Go ahead.
I am beyond excited because he genuinely, I think he could win the race.
Yeah. I said it on the podcast before. Kyle Larson is the greatest race car driver in the world. Don't at me. I don't care. And it's good to see the greatest race car driver in the world participate in what people call the greatest spectacle in racing. Like you said, I think he could win the damn thing. You give him enough testing and you give him a good car, enough testing, and you don't wreck the thing, then I think he's going to have a shot at it. Obviously, Felix Rosenqvist and Pato O'Ward were both fast this year. I mean, Pato was, some cojones away from winning the Indy 500 over Ericsson this year. So,
yeah.
I think it's obviously huge. I'm willing to bet he might not be the only NASCAR driver attempting the Indy 500 next year. Not even the only NASCAR driver named Kyle.
Yeah, probably not. It opens up the question on who or what rides might be available for Kyle Busch. Because I'm curious, how many Aaron McLaren came with 3 cars last year, did they not?
Yeah, because Montoya was the third one. Now, here's the thing. Kyle did talk to Andretti back in 2017. Yeah, because the Fernando car was going to be Kyle Busch's car.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Forgot about that. Yeah. So that's a possibility. But I would be hard pressed to think he would be on a Honda and not a Chevrolet.
Well, from what I understand, Kurt was driving a Chevy at the time in Cup and drove a Honda.
That's true, but I don't know what Kurt's deal was with Chevy.
That's true. But I think back then, part of the issue, I think, was not the whole issue, but part of the issue was I'm pretty sure Toyota and Honda don't get along.
Yeah, and Joe didn't want him to.
Yeah, Joe didn't want him to. There were a few other reasons. But
Samantha.
Yeah. But I'm honestly be surprised if Samantha's all of a sudden okay with it. Maybe the aero screen makes a difference there. I don't really know.
I think you got to kind of look at the Jimmy Johnson thing. Like, Jimmy was very against running ovals, in Indy, especially the Indy 500, and he's gotten confidence in it and ran the race. And obviously the aero screen is something that's probably helped, and it's also, I mean, we all know Kyle Busch wants to do it. So, I mean, I don't think it's going to stop him. How cool would that be? Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson in the Indianapolis 500 together.
I hope this starts a surge.
Yeah,
that's what I'm really hoping for.
I want to see one of those Indy boys grow some balls and come down and race a Cup car in the 600.
That would be cool. The problem would be you'd need a chartered car, and getting track time would be the issue. I'd love to see Newgarden or Will Power or somebody try it, though.
I mean, there's a 91 car at a ballsy marketing guru in Justin Marks that I'm sure would love to put any IndyCar driver in a car for the Coca-Cola 600.
Well, and then there's Penske, who only runs 3 full-time. Well, under their stable only runs 3 full-time cars. They could bring an extra car if they wanted to. Obviously,
Dude,
it wouldn't be chartered, but
Roger Penske, he talks all this talk. He's like, somebody needs to do all these cool things in IndyCar. I own it, but someone else needs to do it. That's the mentality that has struck me from him throughout his entire ownership of IndyCar. But I have my opinions that may be skewed, and I don't know the inner workings of it. But just from what I see from this side of the fence, it was Robin Miller's dying wish to have Kyle Larson in an IndyCar for Penske. And here we are, however many years later, and he's gonna he's not gonna run for Penske, but it took Rick Hendrick taking part ownership in an IndyCar to put Kyle in. That is one thing I do think it's like kudos to Aaron McLaren for doing that, but also it really did. I wonder how much it really took that to get like I said, the greatest race car driver in the world to the Indy 500.
Well, I wouldn't even bet that that's what it took. I would just bet that Rick Hendrick wanted his name on that car.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that too. How long before Kyle Larson gets a F1 test with McLaren?
Oh God, dude, I could see a car swap at some point with him and Lando or him and Carl. Or not
I don't
Carlos.
see why not.
Who's the other McLaren F1 driver? I don't remember.
You're barking up the wrong tree there.
Well, because it was Daniel. Now it's I don't remember the fuck who, but anyway, I could definitely see a car swap. It's too bad it couldn't be Daniel Ricciardo. That'd be cool because we know how much Daniel likes NASCAR.
Yeah. Speaking of Daniel Ricciardo, Justin Marks said should be an announcement coming soon of who's going to be in the 91 car. He did say they're not going to run the Daytona 500 with it. But he said there should be an announcement soon. It's going to be on a road course. Daniel Ricciardo, obviously a guy that is against ovals at the moment. So road course would definitely be the option. But
we'll have to go through and look at the F1 schedule and compare it to the NASCAR schedule because he is still going to be the reserve driver for Red Bull. So he'll need to be on standby.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see.
Yeah. But in a day, Larson's going to run going to attempt the Indy 500. And I get, like you said the other day, when this news came out, Pato Ward he just needs to go ahead, win the IndyCar championship so he can take the number 1, so Kyle can have the number 5. Then we can have a true blue and white number 5 HendrickCars.com Honda or Chevy. I'm stupid. Got me switched up with the Kyle Busch thing.
Honda and McLaren's bridge burned a long time ago.
Yeah.
Watch. He'll win the championship and not take the number 1.
I think Kyle. I can't remember what Tony Stewart's average finish was when he did the double. I can't remember if it was 01 or 99 that he ran better. But I'm willing to bet. I think Kyle would, barring nothing happening, he doesn't get caught up in a wreck or engine failure or rocker panel catches on fire or any number of the next gen issues happen. I think Kyle probably has the best shot of anyone of giving the best run in between the two races.
Yeah, no, 100%. I feel like, because no matter what happens in the 500, he is going to come into Charlotte like, I'm going to whoop everybody's ass. That is probably going to be, if I'm Kyle, I'm going to be like, I'm going to go run this other race. And then come over here and teabag everybody. That's going to be my goal.
He's always been strong at Charlotte. Like I said, I have to imagine a top 5, top 10 is not out of the question. No. Obviously we believe we know he has the talent to win the thing, but first run at it. I think that nothing less than that. And then in the 600, he's going out there to win.